Welcome students, welcome to solid mechanics class. In the previous few lectures we have learned about the finding of slope and deflection using the double integration method and Macaulay's method. So in this lecture we will going to learn about how to find the slope and deflection using moment area method. The moment area method is partially convenient in case of beam acted upon with point loads, in which the case bending moment area consists of triangle and rectangles. In the case of distributed load, the determination of the position of centroid itself involves the integration, and as such no longer remains simpler than the Macaulay's method. However, this method may be conveniently used in certain standard cases of distributed loads over where the position of centroid of the bending moment area is known. Okay, so as shown in this figure, AB is the simply supported beam where of length L, and I have taken a small length, elementary length, that is del x, that is C to D, this distance. Okay, this is the elementary length at a distance x from the point B. Okay, so in the second figure, this shows the bending moment diagram. Okay, this is the bending moment diagram of that beam. Okay, and the moment across this C and D is M, capital M, and the centroid of this bending moment diagram is G, small g, and the distance of this centroid from the point B is x bar. Okay, now so as you can see in the third picture, this picture, this curved line is the bending that occurs in the beam. Okay, this is a beam bending, this curved line, and O is the center of the curvature. This is the curvature. Okay, and O is the center of curvature, R is the radius of curvature, and this is the del theta, which the CD makes an angle by connecting these 2 points with O. This is the angle is called del theta, and this line is the reference line. And similarly, if we take two tangent from C dash to D dash, C dash and D dash, we get a 2 point, that is P and Q, at this reference line, and this angle is also del theta. Okay, so now we are going to take a two tangent from this point A and B. This is the point C and this one is the point D. So by taking two tangent from the point A and B, which cuts at this point, okay, and this angle is theta. Okay, this angle is theta. So this is the diagram of the moment area method. Now I am going to zoom in. So this is the diagram of a moment area method. So now we are going to start the derivation, how to find out the slope and deflection using this moment area method. So from this diagram we can write the C dash D dash is equals to R d theta. C dash D dash is the arc. Okay, we can write C dash D dash is equals to R is the radius, into d theta. So from the geometry we can write C dash D dash equals to R d theta, or the value of C dash D dash is nothing but is del x is equals to R into d theta. Okay, so del theta or dt whatever is equals to del x by R. Del theta is equals to del x by R, and we know that from the formula, that is m by I is equals to E by R. This is a deflection bending stress formula. Okay, this is a bending stress formula. From this formula we get R equals to EI by M. So therefore we can write del theta is equals to M into del x by EI. Okay, so from this equation, so this is equation 1. So from equation 1 we can write del theta equals to m dx by EI. Now the total slope from A to B is nothing but theta equals to 0 to L integration 0 to L m dx by EI. Since the E into I, this product E into I is constant, so we just getting out from the integration. So that is 1 by EI integration 0 to L m dx, m del x, and this m del x is nothing but equals to capital A, or the area of the bending moment diagram. Okay, so the theta back value becomes A by EI. Theta equals to A by EI. Now to find out the value of deflection, so the previously we have found out the slope, that is theta. So to find out the value of deflection, that is PQ, we can write PQ equals to that is x into del theta, x into del theta. Okay, and the value of del theta we already know that this value is nothing but m del x, m into del x by EI. This is the value of del theta, okay, into x. This one is the value of x. Okay, so now by to find out the total deflection, to find out the total deflection of the beam, that is of the length L, the deflection is y, we have to integrate that thing. So similarly EI is the constant that will be coming out from the integration, that is 0 to L m x del x. Okay, this is the value of the integration. Okay, and since the m del x integration 0 to L m del x is nothing but area of the moment of inertia bending moment diagram, m del x is the area of the bending moment diagram that we have already learned. So we can just simply write that is 1 by EI integration 0 to L m del x into x, or we can write A into x bar by EI, where this x bar is the position of the centroid of the beam. Okay, the product EI is known as the flexural rigidity of the beam. Okay, this EI product, and this one is the expression for the deflection. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some basic geometric area and its CG. So first one is the rectangle, height is h and the width is b, and the CG is this one G at a x bar from the right hand side. So the CG position is at b by 2 length. Okay, and the area is b into h. Obviously it's a rectangle. For in case of triangle, this is a right angle triangle. height is h and the base is b, so the area is bh by 2. Okay, and the CG is situated at b by 3 position. So now for this kind of triangle, height is h, base is b, the area is same bh by 2, but the CG, this one is the CG, is situated at a distance b plus c by 3. B plus c by 3, this distance is c. Okay, so b plus c by 3 length. Okay, now the curves. Okay, these two are the curves. So the equation of this curve is y equals to kx square. So the height of the curve is h, base is b, CG is situated at the point G, that is at 3b by 8, and the area is 2 into bh by 3. Similarly, in case of this kind of curve, okay, this is also the parabolic curve. The height is h, base is b, and for this portion, the CG distance is 3b by 4, and the area is bh by 3. Now comes to this kind of curve. That means y equals to k x to the power n. Okay, for this kind of curve, height is h, base is b, area is bh by n plus 1, and CG is situated at b into n plus 1 by n plus 2. Similarly, for a sine curve, the base is b, height is h, and CG is situated at 2b by pi, and the area is 2bh by pi. So these are the basic curves or basic geometric diagram and its CG positions. Okay, so let's see how to find out in case of simply supported beam, the cantilever beam, the slope and deflection. Okay, using this moment area method. So this is a case 1, that is cantilever beam with a concentrated load at free end. So this is the beam, and this is the load, concentrated load W. The length of the beam is L. So this diagram is the deflection diagram. Y max is the maximum deflection at the free end, and theta max is the slope at the free end, maximum slope. And this one is the bending moment diagram. Okay, this one, this in inverted triangle, this is the bending moment diagram. Okay, the CG of the bending moment diagram is situated at a distance 2l by 3 from the this point. Okay, the free end point. Okay, so from the formula, that is theta max equals to a by ei, we know this is the slope. So first find out the area of the bending moment diagram. So the area of the bending moment diagram is half into WL is the base, into L is the length, height. So that becomes WL square by 2. This is the area of the bending moment diagram. So now then we are going to put this value, substitute this value into that formula, the slope equation, that is theta max is equals to a by ei. So that becomes WL square by 2ei. This is the formula. Okay, so this is the expression for slope. We already know this expression, we have already derived using the double integration method. So this is the answer. Now in case of the maximum slope, the maximum slope expression is, we know that is y max is equals to a into x bar by ei. X bar is the distance of the CG. Okay, and the distance of the CG is 2l by 3, and the area is WL square by 2. So WL square by 2 into 2 into L by 3 by EI. So that becomes WL cube by 3EI. WL cube by 3EI. So this is the expression for deflection at the free point, at the free end. This one is the second case, that is cantilever beam with a concentrated load at any point. Okay, so since it's a cantilever beam of length L, the load W is acted not in the free end. Okay, and the length of the fixed end to this the W point is A, small a. So the deflection at this section where the load is acted is YA, and the maximum deflection is Y max. The slope at that the maximum slope is theta max. So this third diagram is the bending moment diagram, where G is the center of gravity of the bending moment diagram. Okay, and the length of the bending moment diagram is from the free end is L minus A plus 2A by 3, because this distance is A. From this point to this fixed point, this total distance is small a, and from this point to the CG distance is 2A by 3. So this distance is L minus A. So this distance is L minus A. So this distance, this one plus this one, is L minus A plus 2A by 3. Okay, so let's do this numerical. So the area of the bending moment diagram is half into base, that is WA, into the length, that is A. So that becomes WA square by 2. So now the value of theta max from the formula, we know that theta max equals to A by EI. So the value becomes WA square by 2 EI. This is the value of theta max. Okay, so now to find out the value of Y max, the Y max formula is A into X bar by EI. So now we are going to substitute the value, and we get WA square by 2 EI into X bar. X bar is L minus A plus 2A by 3, or we can write that is Y max is equals to WA square by 2 EI into L minus A by 3. Now the deflection at point A, that is Y suffix A. So similarly the formula is A X bar by EI. So now we are going to take the distance from that where the load is this in this expression. X bar is the distance where the load is acted to the fixed point. Okay, not from the free end. We are not considering that X bar as a length from the free end to the fixed end, because this is YA, this is a deflection at point A. So the distance, that is X bar, is from the length where the from the length where the W is acted. So from that length, from that point to the fixed end, this length is x bar. Okay, so that is equals to WA square by 2 EI. The area value is WA square by 2 into EI into the x bar value is 2 by 3 into A. So that becomes, that is sorry, so that becomes WA cube by 3 EI. This is the deflection at point A. WA square by 3 EI. So this is the case 2. So this one is the case 3 for cantilever beam with UDL. So this is the beam and L is the length, and the UDL, uniformly distributed load, that is M per unit run. Okay, so the total load is M into L, that is W. So the moment at this fixed point is ML square by 2, that is WL by 2. The CG distance, this is the bending moment diagram. Okay, this one, third one, the CG of the bending moment diagram is situated at 3L by 4 length from the free end. Okay, the second one is shows the maximum deflection and the maximum slope. Okay, so let's start. So the area, first we have to find out the area. Therefore the area, that means capital A, is the value of the area is 1/3 into L into WL by 2, that is the value of the area is WL square by 6. So the theta max, that means the maximum slope, the maximum the slope equation, we know that is equals to A by EI. So by substituting the value of A, we get WL square by 6 EI. This is the value of the maximum slope. Okay, now in case of deflection, that is Y max. So the formula of the Y max is A into x bar by EI. The A value is WL square by 6, so WL square by 6 EI, and the value of x bar is 3L by 4. So we get, that is WL cube by 8 EI. This is the value of the Y max. Okay, so this one is the slope and deflection in case of the UDL with over a cantilever beam. Okay, of the entire span. This is a case 3. So this is a case 4 of simply supported beam with concentrated load at the center. This is a midpoint. The W load is acted here. This length is L by 2 from one point, and the total length is L. Okay, so these two are the reaction forces, this one and this one. This diagram is the deflection diagram. This curved line is the elastic curve. So the maximum deflection is Y max, and the maximum slope is theta max. And this diagram is the bending moment diagram. So we are concentrated at this section. So the CG of this half section is G. Suppose since it's a similar kind of triangle, this one and this one, so just we are going to take half of this the whole triangle. So the center of gravity of this half triangle, of this triangle, is G and situated at a distance 2L by 6. That means for this half length, that is at a length L by 2, So 2/3 of L by 2 is 2L by 6. Okay, so x bar is equals to 2L by 6. The maximum bending moment at the midpoint is WL by 4. The bending moment at this midpoint is maximum, as shown in this figure, is WL by 4. So let's start. So the area of the triangle ABC, that means ABC is half into the base length. This one is the base length, that is L by 2. A to C is base length, that is L by 2, into the height, that is WL by 4, that is AB. AB is the height. Okay, so that becomes WL square by 16. This is the length, this is the area. This is the area of the triangle ABC. So now the value of theta max. So we know that the theta max formula is A by EI. So that becomes WL square by 16 EI. So the value of the theta max is WL square by 16 EI. Now the deflection formula is Y max equals to A into x bar by EI. Since the x bar value already calculated, that is 2L by 6, okay, and A value is WL square by 16, so we can just substitute the value into this equation. That means WL square by 16 EI into 2L by 6. So we get, that is WL cube by 48 EI. WL cube by 48 EI. So this is the value of the maximum deflection at the midpoint. Okay, WL cube by 48 EI. This is the maximum deflection expression at the midpoint. So this is the case 4. So this one is the case 5, that is simply supported beam with uniformly distributed load. So the beam is shown here. This one is the simply supported beam of length L, and M per unit run UDL is acted here over the whole span. So the total load is capital W is equals to M into L, the length. The deflection at the maximum, the deflection is at maximum, that is Y max, and the slope at the end points, that is theta max. So this one is the bending moment diagram. We are considering the right portion, right one side, that is the section ABC. Okay, we are considering that. So the center of gravity CG at this point, at this portion, that is at ABC portion, is G. So from the one end, that is from the right side end, the CG distance is 5L by 16. So that means you can see here, that is x bar is the CG distance from the one end, that means from the right side end, that is 5 by 8 into L by 2. L by 2 is the length from A to C, so that becomes 5L by 16. Okay, so the area at 6 of the section ABC is 2/3 into L by 2 into WL by 8. Okay, so that becomes WL square by 24. Okay, so now we are going to find out the slope. So we know that the slope equation theta max is equals to A by EI. So that becomes WL square by 24 EI. By substituting the value of A, this value, we get WL square by 24 EI. Similarly, in case of deflection, that is Y max, the expression is A into X bar by EI. So the A expression is, we know that WL square by 24 by EI, that means into EI, and the X bar is 5L by 16, 5L by 16. So we get Y max, once again, Y max is equals to 5WL cube, 5WL cube by 384 EI. So this is the expression for deflection at the midpoint, and this one is the expression for slope at the supported point. Okay, that means at the right side point. So in this lecture we have learned about the moment area method, and we have applied this moment area method in cantilever beam, simply supported beam, for point load, UDL, this kind of thing. Okay, in the next lecture we will learn about the conjugated beam method, and we will also do some numerical on it. Okay, thank you.